Hi everyone, I'm back with another video, and today this is gonna be about what it takes to be a top 50. Now this is specific for Herman server and 1.6.5 update. If I said anything here that is wrong, please consider the version. We just have 3 batches of guardians so far, and we've got the quote-unquote balancing of guardians, so it might not be what you expect if you're in the later versions. Okay, and top 50. Now, to answer this, I formulated some questions that if I weren't in top 50 above, I would probably ask this to people that are in top 50. So what are these? Okay, is it possible to be at top 50 free to play? My answer is yes. I've got 3 guildmates that are purely F2P, never bought a single package, but they are at top 10. Me, on the other hand, and another guildmate, which happen to be at top 10 right now as well, are not exactly uh, pay to win, but we bought some packages here and there. But really, the debate of F2P versus play to win, there are both arguments. There's no solid evidence that you could say, oh, you're pay to win, I'm free to play. If I also bought the same packages, I would have won against you. That doesn't work that way. There are many factors in this game, so it's not just about that. Okay? Okay. But it is possible. I'm just saying, you just have to have a good guild, good friends, and you listen well to people that gives you advice, and you have to be competitive, and you have to give out a lot of time. And that is number 2. How many time should I spend in this game? At least I recommend, if you're able to finish everything here in guild mission except for the arena victory, then you will be fine. If you are unable to finish, especially if you're a beginner, this monthly mission, then you have a problem there. Okay, next up, do I need a guardian to be at top 50? The answer is definitely no. It is not required. I know someone that has no guardian that's almost able to enter top 10, and I actually can be beaten by him despite having 2 guardians myself. He is quite powerful, and I understand as to why he is. So yeah, um if I can remember his team, if I can find him actually, he has Alex, uh Shauna, Sherry, Erin, and either Vlog or Vicky. And I know his name. I can remember that. Oh, why isn't he climbing up? But to be fair, it's still fairly early. It's the 3rd day of the arena season, so you expect those who really can't get up, getting up, but they will be soon removed once it's the last day. So yeah. Next up, do you require a legendary? It just so happened that you need either Vicky or Vlog. There are no teams, I believe, that have no either of them. Most of them have both, but just one of them is almost like, okay, just let's have a brief rundown. This has Vicky and Vlog. This has Vicky. This has Vlog. This has Vicky and Vlog, my guildmate. Vicky, Vlog. Vicky, Vlog. Vicky, Vlog. Vicky, Vlog. Vicky, Vlog. Vicky, Vlog. Okay, you know what I mean? I don't have to. Even the top 50, I don't know. The top 50 right now might be weaker. No, it's my guildmate. It's powerful. So he has Vicky, Vlog. Vlog. Vicky. Vicky, Vlog. It is required to have at least one of them. At least one of them. Because my recommended, well, arena team setup, if you've watched that, you should have at least 2 nukers, but again, 1 nuker is fine for as long as you have a dealer to compensate for that, I think. So yeah, it is required to have Vicky or Flock. How many times have I said this in this video? But yeah, it's true. You need a legendary, but specifically either of them. Okay, is Erin required? Nope. I am using a Dread, and I'm fine. Other things. Do you need? Well, I've already answered. Guardian is not required. Um, what else? Uh, if I'm not top 50, what would I ask? You need good skills, good jewels, good runes, everything. Of course, you have to. It is required. Actually, if you have watched my videos, uh, you would be at least a top 32 if you use have done them. Like jewels, runes, and skills automatically. No spec ups, you can still be a top 32. And yeah, go kindly watch those. Okay, I will link those below, the videos you need to watch. I will mention them at the end of this video as well. So you will get yourself at top 50. You need to be competitive. You should not explore heroes for now. I recommend exploring heroes later in the game, but not early in the game because you need to invest and be powerful so you can invest on heroes that you actually want. Okay, that's my philosophy. Um, Next up, do you need 5 EAs? To strictly answer, no. 4 EAs can be done, but then again, only people who are naturally gamers, are competitive, knows what they're doing, and lucky can be a top 50 with only 4 EAs. But it is possible. At least your last unit should have a decent skill, then you can make it a top 50. And the one that I know of actually went up to top 32. And I find him pretty lucky as well. I've seen his stable and he is good and knows what he is doing. That's why I'm saying this. But for a beginner, it is impossible to be at top 50 with just 4 EAs. Anyway, so yeah. I think that's about the questions. Let's move on to the common mistakes that I see about people. What they're doing. One, this will be funny, but it is true. If you don't watch my videos, which are the following. Number one, I have a playlist about jewels. Number two, a playlist about runes. Number three, the proper order of investment. And number four, arena team setup. They don't watch those. Trust me, if you watch those, you're automatically a top 50. Of course, watch and do it. Second, people focus too much on special upgrade. Obviously, they don't watch my video about proper investment. You should have um, transcendence first, skills, runes. Of course, jewels, you can do that parallel on those. And then spec ups is the last. That's your last push. If your unit with no spec ups can't get a top 50, then pretty much your problem is not with spec ups, but it's on your units themselves, or runes, or jewels, and whatnot. It's not about spec ups. Okay? Even at plus 12, if you don't follow these guidelines, then you won't make it to top 50, even top 100. I know someone with at least plus 10 spec ups at everything can't even make it to top 100. And that is true. Okay? Just so you know. Second mistake. I need a guardian. Most of the people ask, oh, what guardian should I invest next? Or which guardian should I choose? Of course, that is depending on the contribution of that certain guardian on your team. And if you don't know what you need, watch my video about arena team setup. And if you don't know the roles of each hero, and all the heroes that are on the list of each rows, then go watch my video. I will upload it soon too, before this actually, and those two videos will come hand in hand in choosing your arena team. Okay, yeah, so they just keep on investing. Oh, this is a guardian, this is better, so this should work. And apparently it won't work for them. For example, if you have a team, let's say, how can I get an example here? Uh, okay, for example, this one. This is to me the perfect lineup, okay? This is my ideal lineup. But apparently I don't have, okay? But let's say you have these four, but instead of freeze you have like Orga, okay? And you know you want a guardian, and the skills for Vlog and Vicky are OCD lethal. Your Eren has OCD Hand of Salvation. Your uh Hyria has Fire Zone and OCD. And last but not the least, your Orga could be, you know, uh OCD of course, then either an FG to support your team as a whole. Hand of Salvation also support. Number 3, a Spotlight to, you know, redirect the aggro out of your field. Those are all fine options, but you know, you can't get a top 50. And you think the problem is with Orga because Orga, if you happen to know, is not a unique hero, not legendary. He is not here. He is actually a material for Ramya and Ciara. Okay, he is not a legendary, and especially not a guardian. So you will think, oh, he sucks. He sucks. Low stats, ugh. But then you're on the brink. You're almost hanging to be at top 50. It's just last day you can't make it to top 50 for some reason. And you think the problem is him. Now you saw this hero combination and you're like, okay, I want I want an offense and I want Fleta. Because she, you know, looking at the hero book, I know how to read. I know what I'm doing. She has 28 attack speed, which is the highest in the game. The second highest is 26, which is shared by Orga. No, rather Zeb, Nelia, and Marian. She has 188k HP, 30k more than Orga. Defense is like super far, 2k defense more. And of course, attack is like humongously better. She has CC of 7 seconds by default, 88% chance. This is the longest CC in the game, while I would ignore this because it doesn't matter. If you have runes, it could go up to 14 seconds. And your chance is more than 100% if you have the right runes as well. So now, it is just automatic. It's default. If you have Fleta replacing an Orga, you're gonna make it a top 50. And you got your Fleta, you change its skill, and you're lucky enough to get OCD and Zone. Fire Zone, Storm Zone, doesn't matter. And then you tried it in Arena and you still can't make it at the top 50. As a matter of fact, you're doing worse. So why is this the case? Because one, I've said, your Yuria is a diver. Fleta is a diver. Both of them sharing the same skill. OCD plus Zone. To be honest, a Yuria Vicky vlog already is a powerhouse. If you add another offense there, then most likely everyone has been dead already, and then your Fleta will proc its zone, hitting nothing, which is bad. Or probably your offense is bad because you're not investing on them. Oh wait, I have growth. I have growth. No. Check the runes, check the jewels, check my videos. You will know how to invest properly on heroes. You even spec up Fleta up to plus 12 and you're still not top 50. Yes, you have the same role. It doesn't work that way. You are replacing Orga. Think of another way. Probably a disabler. Probably a better initiator, like Reese. You know, there are many options, but you're replacing a healer, actually a someone that redirects the aggro out of you, to someone that does offense, which three of your heroes can already do. So that is wrong, okay? That is wrong. Next up, Guardians. Don't be obsessed about getting Guardians. Be obsessed on what your team lacks. If you don't know what your team lacks, go check out my video again. I will always reference because I don't want to repeat myself. I will reference myself on my arena team setup to know what you're missing. Of course, you want to structure your team accordingly to what I've said there. If you're competitive, or at least you have a template, right? Then do those. Okay? Those are pretty fine setups and can make you a top 50, but don't be obsessed on just getting Reese. In our experience, three of us are saying that Reese isn't as easy to use. Well, to be fair, Reese is powerful by the get-go. The problem is with the team itself. For example, in my case, you see this? I couldn't use Reese properly back then because my team looks like... What is it again? I have like this. I think I have an Orga. Yep. I have this, which is... Yo. Yo. Yes, it's weird, but I need Hand of Salvation back then, and my Dread doesn't have Hand of Salvation back then, so I'm forced to use, you know, these heroes. So to me, if you're gonna use the set of heroes, make sure that you've got the right skills covered. Don't force using a hero without the skills that you need, especially Hand of Salvation or Spotlight if you're used in using Spotlight. It doesn't make sense. It could, you know, set your mind on a different approach. What I mean here is, oh, this hero is bad because it's not working how I want it, but it has to be blamed on the skill and doesn't synergize on your team as a whole. So the problem with Reese using her is really fitting on the team, not herself. On Ram's case, needs tons of investments in order for her to work. But once she works great. Okay? That's just something. And about team, it's pretty much the same. It has a hurdle as well, but you can't just add any hero from the get-go. Expect everyone will adjust your team as a whole. So I came to this because I adjusted them, but when I used it back then, I had difficulties. So it's not just, don't obsess yourself about adding guardians. Okay? And what else? Common mistakes. Um, what else? Using all melee heroes. I know someone that is able to do that, but I've never heard of a top 50 with all melee heroes. I don't recommend that as well, but I'm not seeing that anymore as of now in Hermes, so that is pretty fine. What else? I think that's it. I already said everything. So again, the purpose of this video is for you to know what it takes to be a top 50. common mistakes that you should really try to avoid. And I'm willing to bet that you will be able to make it to top 50. So that is it, and see you on the next. Bye.